to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Omar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm joined by Billy Joe Saunders. It's been a minute, Billy Joe. How are we? How's life?
Yeah, not too bad, Omar. Not too bad, mate. Just woke up to this lovely, fresh, sunny morning, looking over at the horses running in the field, mounting each other in the natural habitat. It's very good. What are you up to, mate?
Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not watching horses at the moment, Billy. But, no, I'm just trying to get a bit of work done, actually, because obviously it was a big night last night. Eubank Jr. shockingly got stopped. I spoke to a lot of people who thought Liam might win, but they're all picking him to win by decision. What was your thoughts watching Eubank Jr. on the canvas?
Yeah, I mean, fair play to the Smiths. They're very, very clever and very knowledgeable when it comes to boxing. Everybody was going about Eubank naturally fighting at 12 stone. He's been in with the big men, George Groves, this, that, and, you know, Liam Smith stepping up to the 160 from the 154 weight. But what people don't realise is that obviously, you know, being 33 years old, as Eubank is, boiling down to 160, it's not so much punch resistance. I don't care what shape you're in. Sometimes your body needs to grow. It's natural for it to grow and to fill out and to be a certain size, not to boil down and you know, probably lose punch resistance. I think he knows that, and I think personally myself, the game plan they had was, I knew he was going to cause him big problems because, you know, he's comfortable. He's coming up from 154 at his age into 160 where he should be. So is Eubank's coming down where realistically he probably should be, you know, 168. You know, filled out, but he's bowled down. Thought it was going to be 50% he needed to be. He went in there and got flattened.
What do you think he does next, Bill? Is it a rematch with Liam Smith? Should he take it?
Nah, he retires, doesn't he? You know, what more can he do? As a building process got to happen now. I mean, for him just to come back and to be in big fights is not going to happen. So maybe a little build. He's got a lot of building to do, really, hasn't he? I mean, he's got to build up from the start again because, you know, getting beat at elite level, you know, for titles on the line and belts on the line is sort of you come out of two different building brackets. Where he's come from there, you know, he's coming from Liam Smith stepping up to 160 to beating him, and he's now got to prove himself and establish himself back at 160 or whatever weight he's going to do.
Well, you said years ago, and you've always maintained that Chris Eubank Jr. will never become world champion. Did you think he'd lose his punch resistance, though, ever? Because that's something that he's always had, Billy.
Yeah, but look, people get older. You know, people get older. People. You know, you don't. Sometimes you look. He's employed this, you know, Roy Jones Jr. To start teaching him how to box. What, at 32? He's had him for the last year or so, probably a bit longer. What, you're going to ask somebody to teach you how to box at 30? No, listen, and you notice his dad wasn't around. His dad wasn't there last night, and, you know, he's sort of, to be fair, you know, he's all this bravado and that, and his dad's having a mental breakdown. You know, and he's just left him to his own advice. He wasn't even at the fight, wasn't even, you know, getting him out and getting his whole head sorted out. But, yeah, he's retired. He's never going to be world champion. He's not good enough to be world champion. He's not good enough to be, you know, to be up there with probably 8% of the population of in the weight, you know, so he's never going to be world champion. So listen, he's earned a few quid, call it a day, done well for his dad's name and retire, innit, you know?
Well, you two have always been rivals, so I'm sure there was a little bit of enjoyment watching that last night. But at the same time, people were talking about you coming back, and the fight that we wanted to see was the rematch with you and Junior. Is that dead in the water now?
Yeah, well, look, he's done and he's finished. You know, Liam Smith's, you know, gone there and, you know, put the icing on his career, really, I think, because look, Liam Smith's a good fighter. Liam Smith's a very good fighter. He's been in there with some big names, and what he did last night, how he come in and execute his game plan. He just stuck with it. He didn't panic for the first couple of 3 rounds, even though they were tight, and but he maintained the pressure straight away from round 1 and got Eubank on the back foot. Doing his boxing, what he's learned, and that's where it got him knocked out cold. So, with it now, it's sort of like open where. Obviously, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do my thing, but I'm not building myself around other fighters, I've been talking to a couple of promoters and talking, and, things have been a bit delayed and, over results, but I'm not interested in other fighters. I'm interested in building myself, so I'll be looking to sit down with a couple of people and sort my own self out. But, yeah, very happy this morning.
Okay, fair enough. But you do need a dance partner. You know this game well, Bill. So, opponents out there, what are we looking at?
Well, of course. Listen, if you look at the opponents out there at the minute, you still got your Callum Smith, your Liam Smiths, you got your Andrades. You've still got your fighters up there was maintained and still elite fighters. And that's the fighters I want, really. Obviously, coming in to have a little shake off, get the ring rust off, then I want to get in there with the elite. And to be fair, at this stage of my career coming up, I don't really want to be getting in there with someone like you. But I know the money's good and everything else, but it's not in the script. Don't get me wrong, if it's stupid money with that people put stupid money on, money talks, but I'm looking to get in there with well-established fighters and well-respected and well truly earned fighters, rather than just getting there with someone because of his dad's name. Listen, he's done well, like I said, he's earned a living out of it. He's done more than well, and he should be happy, but, it's time to call it a day, isn't it?
Is John Ryder another opportunity as well? I know he's looking for the Canelo fight, but if he doesn't land that, could we see that rematch between you and John?
Yeah, of course. I think that John Ryder and myself's got the making of a good fight. We've got some mystery there, and we can go back and visit that. It's just got to be all right for it's got to be all right for himself. Obviously, business side of myself. So hopefully. I hope he gets the Canelo fight because he deserves it. He's put a lot of man hours in the game and he's never give up and he's come back and built himself. But it's maybe a fight for Eubank to take, isn't it?
Yeah, perhaps. A fight that looks like it won't happen now as well is him and Conor Benn. What do you think Conor Benn would have done to Eubank last night?
Well, personally myself, I think especially at the weight they had it penciled in at. I've been very surprised if Eubank, would have lasted the same sort of distance because Conor Benn can punch. What fight that'll be? Conor Benn and Liam Smith.
Yeah, the weight might be. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, of course. Look, Liam Smith's natural 154 fighter. He went up to Eubank's weight and dealt with him. And he's got some big money fights there now. So, his options are open, and I think that could be an option, him and Conor Benn.
Just to close off, I know we're going to do something soon, Billy, on camera, whenever you're ready, mate. But how long are we looking at till you're back in the ring?
At the minute, I'm just having a chat to a few people, getting the right deal before I confirm any dates and making sure that everything suits. So we're in talks now, and I should have some news in the next 4 or 5 weeks, and I can start putting a few plans and opponents into motion. So I'm just waiting now. I've got a few lawyers sorting a few bits and bobs out for me, and it's just waiting. Things like this take a bit of time when you're coming back, and you got to get everything right because this is the main thing. Look, in this game, we're not here for a long time. I figured that out. I can remember when I turned pro to where I'm at now. So, I still want to maintain my business as 100% and take care of it like I normally do. So, there's no rush. I'll definitely be out this year. With who, I can't say, but, at the moment, I'm just finalising a couple of things, and we've got a couple of opponents in mind, so they'll be decent opponents, and get the ball rolling again, mate.
All right, well, when you've got that news locked in, hopefully we can do something down at Ben's gym on camera.
No problemo.
Billy Joe, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, all right? Speak soon.
See you later. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna share something with you that might put me in a very negative light. Yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.